Recently, PlaqueBoyMax has been going through a weird change. From announcing to the internet that he got a vasectomy, to being called zesty by his own fans, to suddenly getting piercings, talking about wanting to get a butt reduction surgery, dropping more music, and acting more and more like a rapper, to the point where people started saying he's trying to become Little Uzi. PlaqueBoyMax has
Yeah. Let me find out you trying to be Uzi, Max. Let me find out you trying to be Uzi, Max. Let me find out, bro. Now, I will say there was a big change. Like, this PlaqueBoyMax is, you know, like the Max that I truly remember. It seemed like the bigger he got, once he got like attached to FaZe and he like started taking off for real, it seemed like things did get a little weird. I don't know if he just, you know, motherfuckers just be growing and changing, experimenting, trying new stuff, going with new aesthetics and shit like that. So people be growing and evolving. I don't know if that's what's going on. I don't know if I don't know. Some people tell that Illuminati got his ass. Hey, it's a possibility, man.
Been trying to rebrand himself from the chaotic streamer everyone knew him as into an image that fits the modern music industry. But this transition has not been smooth at all, because during this entire transformation, Max has also found himself in multiple controversial and honestly humiliating situations. From getting ignored and egoed to getting clowned while performing, where people literally threw trash at him. And the more this transformation continues, the more
he got the perm
while performing, where people literally threw trash at him. And the more this transformation,
he got a perm? He got the perm with the lining. He looked like Cat Williams. Do your homework on Cat Williams. Now, again, I don't know, because if y'all been noticing, I've been going through a transformation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say I'm having a fucking identity crisis for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just slowly changing and evolving into a new, better, smarter person. You know what I'm saying? And leaving a lot of bullshit behind. But, you know, me personally, I don't know what the fuck it is, but there is a change though. Like I said, a lot of y'all niggas say the Illuminati got, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Continues.
Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, you should hear this. Recently, a jury just ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They know that their apps can cause anxiety, depression, or body image issues, but they never shared those risks with us. They never made us sign anything that we knew the risk. They just maximized their profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. But you better not worry. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they have caused. Click the link in my bio to take a very short questionnaire quiz, because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
The more obvious it becomes that PlaqueBoyMax doesn't just want to be seen as a streamer anymore. He wants to be seen as a real artist. But there's one huge problem with that. The internet already knows him as PlaqueBoyMax the streamer, and changing that image might be harder than expected. Before all this though, PlaqueBoyMax had built one of the strongest fan bases in streaming. He originally blew up through streaming and internet content. His loud personality, chaotic streams, funny interactions with other streamers, that's what people liked about him. He wasn't mysterious or untouchable like an underground raid scene. People watched him because he felt authentic. But while streaming was making him popular, music was always there in the background too. PlaqueBoyMax clearly always wanted to be involved in music since the early days of his career. And over time, he actually started seeing real success with it. He was producing, collaborating with artists, making songs with people like DDG and Skepta, and even hopping on tracks himself. Eventually, he became one of the first streamers to get nominated for a Grammy, which sounds
What song
insane.
he get nominated for a Grammy for?
Eventually, he became
I don't know what song it is, or like what award.
One of the first streamers to get nominated for a Grammy, which sounds insane. A streamer entering spaces that were traditionally dominated by musicians. But even with all of that success, something still felt off, because being around the music industry is not the same thing as actually being accepted by it. And there were moments where that became painfully obvious, like when Max attended the Grammys and tried talking to artists, only to get awkwardly ignored, or the moment where somebody literally mistook him for a staff. Not an artist, not a musician, a worker.
Yo, I like.
To be fair though, I ain't gonna lie. His. See, this is one thing I don't like about the industry in general is like people will ignore you if you not like known. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like they don't even really treat you fucking human. Like I've never really came to the internet and told it, but it's been some times where like people like kind of like fake played with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And like whatever, like not because they didn't know who I was or whatever, because I wasn't on no shit. Like I've never walked up on nobody expecting them to know like what I'm going on. But I'll tell y'all a quick story time real quick. Like I ran into Almighty J in 2022, I think it was. We was in Houston, we was in the Galleria Mall. I think I was going in Saks and he was coming out of Saks. And I looked up and I was like, oh, that's Almighty J. I was like, what's up, bro? He was like, he kind of looked at me like, and then like I tried to shake his hand or whatever, and he kind of like dapped me up, and he kind of like looked at me like, fuck is that? Like, fuck you talking to me for, a fan ass nigga? Like that's kind of the energy I got from him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a damn personally, but it's just like, bro, like I don't do that to people. Like, nigga, if y'all know me, like if any of y'all ever saw me and met me in person, you could walk up on me, you could see me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you say, I'ma look you in your eye, shake your hand, say, what's up, bro? Appreciate it. I'm gonna embrace you. Like, I ain't gonna make you feel like you just some fan ass goofy that's just, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's been a lot of times with people before I blew up, after I blew up, where people like kind of like, I don't know. I don't like that type of shit though.
We get shot. Are you with the Grammys?
What'd you say?
Is this the Grammys camera?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
I thought
good.
this is E.
No. This is PlaqueBoyMax.
Okay.
And honestly, moments like that probably matter more than people realize. Because if somebody is seriously trying to transition into music, situations like that remind them that the industry still sees them as just a streamer.
Well, see, the problem with music too is music still has gatekeepers. There's not really... Streaming has gatekeepers too, but you can break through that a lot easier than music. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really want to blow your music up and you really want to be known as an artist and you really want to be like selling out shows and known at the Grammys and all that type of shit, you gonna have to do some shit. You gonna have to sign to a label. They're gonna have to introduce you. They're gonna have to put you on this playlist or whatever. Like with streaming, you can blow up on streaming and get extremely rich off streaming, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really nobody that can hold you back.
There are other moments too, like when PlaqueBoyMax joined Doja Cat's stream chat and got banned by her mods. And even though these moments aren't a massive controversy, it still added to the overall feeling that Max wasn't fully respected in these music spaces. And after all of these moments, something about him started gradually changing. The aesthetic changed first. Max got piercings and started dressing in a way that looked heavily inspired by rave scene rappers. Then PlaqueBoyMax made some comments that were weird enough to confuse people within his audience. He suddenly talked about wanting to be skinny and even said he wants a butt reduction surgery.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm finna get an ass reduction, bro. No cap. I think I'm finna get an ass reduction, bro. I'm not gonna lie to niggas, bro. Yo, bro, I'm trying to be skinny. I'm a thick, short nigga, bro. Like, I'm trying to be skinny, just, I don't know.
And slowly, even his mannerisms started changing too. PlaqueBoyMax started acting way more exaggerated on TikTok.
Yeah, like, that's what I peeped though, for sure. Like, it's like he trying to like be mysterious, and like I compare it to fucking Playboy Cardi. Like when Playboy Cardi first came out, everything was cool, and then this nigga started being like, I don't know, like I don't know if that shit, like I don't know if they trying to be rock star, but it's like he on camera like shaking his dreads and he get the piercings on the side and he, you know what I'm saying? And if that's what you want to do, nigga, cool. Who am I to tell another grown man what to do, how to do, whatever? You feel me? But it's just not what I like. PlaqueBoyMax is one of the few streamers I really heavily rock with. Like, he was one of the few. It was probably like 2 or 3 niggas I would actually like hop on Twitch, and if I seen them streaming, I'll watch they stream for like 20-30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do that with niggas. I do that with Castanat, PlaqueBoyMax, and at the time, that's really about it off the top of my head. You feel me? And so when I kind of like seen a change coming, I was like, bro, like, what is it? Like, and I don't know if it's like he feel like he got to fit into a certain aesthetic, or if he just get influenced by certain, because we all get influenced by different shit, you know what I'm saying? But
TikTok and social media, doing dances, making facial expressions and movements that instantly got people calling him zesty. And almost immediately, the internet started clowning him for it. People said he was forcing this underground rage rapper personality, comparing him to rappers like Playboi Carti or Lil Uzi, and saying he was trying too hard to fit into the rage scene aesthetic. And once the internet starts seeing somebody as trying too hard, it gets brutal fast, especially when old rumors and narratives started resurfacing too. People started bringing up old stories like his only men gay dating profile.
No, we're not gonna do him like that.
Resurfacing too. People started bringing up old stories like his only men.
I'm not gonna jump out there like that, because it's a lot of weirdo in the world that might make a real, like they might make a fake page with him. Like, no, bro. No, I'm not ready to go there with bro.
Gay dating profile. And they speculated about Max even more. And the entire thing just made PlaqueBoyMax seem more vague and confusing to his audience. Because the version of PlaqueBoyMax people originally liked felt very different from whatever this new version is becoming. But the controversies don't stop there. Around the same time, Max would announce that he got a vasectomy after a pregnancy scare. And instead of feeling like a private personal decision, the way it was announced to TMZ almost felt designed to get the internet talking, especially because it happened around the same time he was dropping an EP.
You decided to have a vasectomy at 23. What was the real, like, thought process behind that?
Just not ready for those babies, bro.
Yeah.
Then there was yet another clip that got him into another controversy where he dismissively reacted to the Quran being played, calling it a song and joking about sampling it, which obviously led to backlash online. And
hold on, this music hard, sir. Dad, we gotta sample this. Someone in the com sampled this.
And at this point, these little weird changes made the rebrand felt like creating more controversy than actual respect for his music. But the worst moment by far came during his Rolling Loud show, because this was supposed to be one of the biggest moments of PlaqueBoyMax's music career. A huge festival, huge crowd, and a huge opportunity. A chance to prove he belonged in that world. Instead, it turned into one of the most embarrassing moments of his career. People immediately started comparing his performance to other performers at Rolling Loud, and the difference in the crowd reaction was obvious. With PlaqueBoyMax, the energy just felt awkward, and the crowd looked disconnected. The most cringe part was when people literally started throwing trash during multiple songs, and instead of looking like a rapper finally breaking into the music industry, PlaqueBoyMax looked like a streamer getting rejected by it. Then things got even worse. At one point, a fan threw their phone onto the
I will say though, breaking into, like, the only person I really know that was known for something else and really blew up off music to the point where when you think about this person, you only think about music is Cardi B. Cardi B was like the funny girl on Love and Hip Hop that said this and said that. She was ratchet and all that type of shit. And she really made like Bodak Yellow and really took off, and that shit really went #1 for whatever reason. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I just know it happened. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to do, bro. It's hard to switch up, especially once you get big as PlaqueBoyMax and people know you for certain shit. It's hard to do other shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially like music. Like, you can do a different type of content. He might start like a gaming channel and do that, but it's hard for him to jump into a whole nother lane and be accepted by that. Because once people look at you a certain way, it's hard for them to not look at you like that. You feel me? That's why, like, you could grow up and be a billionaire, but if you run into that girl that played with you in high school and she wasn't trying to give you no play, she gonna look at you like that same little nerdy dude that didn't get no girls from back. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's 20 years later. So I think that's like the main problem. And it do seem like, I ain't saying this was going on, but from the outside looking in, it do seem like he's trying real hard to like try to fit into that music rapper, mysterious rapper with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that Lil Uzi, trippy, red, Playboi Carti type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? And if that's who he is, cool. I just don't encourage people to, don't try to be something if it's not you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that, bro. If that's really you, if that's really what you get influenced by and that's really what you want to do, that's a complete difference than looking at some shit and being like, I want to do that because it looked like that's what other people think is cool. You know what I'm saying?
For PlaqueBoyMax to record, but instead of calmly handing it back, Max aggressively launched the phone deep into the crowd. Hey, go!
Why did he do that?
And that clip went viral, leading to even more trolling and people saying his music is bad. Even other streamers trolled PlaqueBoyMax for this. And for a lot of people online, this Rolling Loud situation basically confirmed everything they were already thinking. That PlaqueBoyMax's transition into this rapper image just wasn't working. And honestly, the bigger issue here is that streaming and rap culture are built on completely different things. Streamers become popular through personality and authenticity. People feel like they know them personally. But rappers, especially artists in the rage scene, which PlaqueBoyMax seems to be going
what's it called? Or what the fuck is... I don't know what this shit, bro. Y'all listen.
But rappers, especially artists in the rage scene.
The rage scene, that's what it's called. I ain't never got jiggy with all this shit here. All that shit with the wow. I ain't never got good with the wow shit. You feel me? I ain't really got jiggy with that.
PlaqueBoyMax seems to be going for build their image through mystery, aura, and aesthetic. And those two worlds don't mix easily because the audience already watched PlaqueBoyMax scream on stream, act awkward, go viral every week. So when he suddenly tries transforming into this mysterious underground rapper persona, people naturally question it, which is why the rebrand feels forced to so many people. Not because creators can't evolve, but because the transition feels rushed and disconnected from the audience that made him famous in the first place. Maybe PlaqueBoyMax genuinely wants to evolve. Maybe he's tired of only being known as a streamer. But the internet moves fast, and when audiences feel like somebody is trying too hard to become something they're not, they usually turn on them just as quickly. And right now, PlaqueBoyMax seems to be stuck between two worlds.
I don't think they necessarily turned on him yet. I do think that you know, the rebrand feels forced, but I feel like it's always gonna feel forced until it doesn't anymore. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my 2 cents about that. Like I'm personally going through a rebrand right now. If I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but you know, I'm going through a rebrand right now, like getting rid of all the street content and all that weird ass shit that comes with that. So it's hard, bro. It's hard. If y'all notice, my views dropped off when I stopped talking about O Block and Lil Durk and who got killed and Bloodhound this and all this. And when I stop doing it, it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be like some growing pains. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to go through the growing pains, especially because I know my real people, the real, like, I ain't gonna say fans, but my real supporters that really fuck with me, they gonna watch whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I know they gonna rock with me and support me, and they gonna buy anything I drop, and they gonna rock with me regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta kind of feed out the shit. So I definitely understand, you know, wanting to be, and plus sometimes, bro, sometimes you might blow up on the internet and you might look a certain way, and that might not be you. Like, a lot of people got like a different outlook, like a different viewpoint on people, like a different perspective on people, and sometimes that don't be who they really are. That's just like y'all perception of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but hopefully Max ain't got by the Illuminati. Hopefully Max didn't like, I don't know. Hopefully that weird shit that a lot of people like saying he did, or like saying what's going on, hopefully that's not what's going on. And it seems he young, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit be going on, gang.